think the power of radio is so important, and it can sometimes get lost in the mix with so many new platforms.
You know, it is about reinventing how almost radio is perceived, I think.
We talk a lot about the importance of social media and going live on social, but we take for granted that radio is live every single day.
Here we are at Radio Days Ireland 2020, and I spoke to some of the attendees to find out what their take home was.
Awful.
So there was a talk about seeing radio differently, which I found very insightful, and it's part of the message radio needs to do to turn the message of radio back out and around and out into the world, away from, we're not all transistor radios, we're on your watches or on your phones, we're wherever you are, that radio is a part of the common current currency of now, that some people don't perceive it to be, they see it as an old media. I think that's part of a message that we need to keep in mind with everything we do.
What was really interesting for me was talking about the briefs and then really educating your clients on how they can, give you better information so you can create the best radio ads for them and you can have the best cut through, I suppose. Because at the end of the day, it's a business. It's all about selling products for clients.
It really brings into focus the importance of radio, that it's a live medium. We talk a lot about the importance of social media and going live on social, but we take for granted that radio is live every single day. There are no double takes, and we still love radio.
Instead of just trying to hit all those different targets, that maybe focus on one or two stories, do those really well. And I think as well, it was a very interesting point that every story has to start somewhere, and that if you get a really good local story, you research it really well, that it can just grow and grow and grow, and that kind of staying true to your local roots helps it go viral.
You don't get to see a lot of these people on a week-to-week basis. You see the people in your station, but it's great to actually come together and meet up with the other people and find out you have the same kind of interests and the same concerns, and you can talk it over, and it's a great way just to find out what's going on in the industry, but from a different radio station's point of view.
Radio is changing an awful lot, but it's still extremely relevant and extremely important to keep alive and to keep funding. I think a lot of people, particularly in the news discussion, were talking about how funding is potentially down a little bit and how we need to keep that up.
We have got to look outside of just what we do in radio. We've got to look out for other revenue streams. We need to look out for online, how we can monetize online. And really, yes, there's a lot of tips here today that I think that we can go back and have a good discussion over a cup of tea.